Good evening. This is Sister Shanda with Carmack Boulevard with your Bible lesson for tonight. Tonight we are going to be reading from Genesis 39, verses 19 through 23. So I hope you have your Bible, the message, and that's where I'm going to be reading from. So let's begin. Genesis 39, 19 through 23. When his master heard his wife's story telling him, "These are the things your slave did to me," he was furious. Joseph's master took him and threw him into the jail where the king's prisoners were locked up. But there in jail, God was still with Joseph. He reached out in kindness to him. He put him on good terms with the head jailer. The head jailer put Joseph in charge of all the prisoners. He ended up managing the whole operation. The head jailer gave Joseph free rein, never even checked on him, because God was with him. Whatever he did, God made sure it worked out for the best. Isn't God good? So we're going to continue our discussion on being patient and waiting on God. First, can anyone tell me who Joseph was in the Bible? That's right. Joseph was the son of Jacob and the wife Rachel. Known as the righteous one, he was favored by his father, who gave him a special colored coat. Has your parents ever given you anything special that you held on to and kept? Joseph was sold by his brothers in Egypt, where he ultimately became the ruler of the land, second only to King Pharaoh. The story of Joseph in the Bible was one of the 12 tribes of Israel. I'm going to show you a picture. Can you pick out Joseph? Let's see. Yep, I knew you knew him. Now, let's look at each verse and break down each verse. We're going to start with verse 19. When his master heard his wife's story telling him, "These are the things your slave did to me," he was furious. So, Joseph's master, going back to the story, Joseph's master took him in to live with him. Remember what I said, God was with Joseph at all times. Since his master recognized that God was with Joseph, Joseph's master let Joseph become his personal aide. That means he put Joseph in charge of all of his personal affairs. He really trusted Joseph. God continued to bless the home of Joseph's master. Joseph, you notice in the picture, was a very attractive man. Because Joseph was so attractive, the master's wife began to like Joseph, which she knew was wrong. Joseph, being like the man of God he was, refused the wife, and the wife became angry. Verse number 20. Joseph's master took him and threw him in a jail where the king's prisoners were all locked up. Remember the wife? She told a huge lie on Joseph. Has anybody ever told a lie on you or put rumors out on you that you knew wasn't true? Well, that's what the master's wife did to Joseph. And because she did that, the master became very furious and he trusted the wife. He believed what the wife was telling him. So he threw Joseph in jail with the king's other prisoners and locked him up. So let's see what happened to Joseph when he locked him up. Verse 21. But there in jail, God was still with Joseph. He reached out in kindness to him. He put him on good terms with the head jailer. Wonder what happened. So even though Joseph was behind bars for false accusations, so he was locked up in jail, he still trusted and waited on God. And because Joseph trusted and waited, God continued to bless Joseph by allowing Joseph to become closer to the head jailer. So you see how good God is? Whether you're on the outside or inside, God is really good. So let's look at verse 22 through 23. The head jailer put Joseph in charge of all prisoners. He ended up managing the whole operation. The head jailer gave Joseph free rein, never even checked on him, because God was with him. Whatever he did, God made sure it worked out for the best for Joseph. So again, the head jailer trusted Joseph so much and knew that God was still with Joseph, even in jail. The head jailer put Joseph in charge. So do you see how good God is with? It's good to us all the time, regardless of what circumstance we may fall in. So because God was with Joseph wherever Joseph went, and because Joseph always trusted and waited on God, God made sure everything always worked out for Joseph. So how can this lesson relate to you and I today? So when your friends are spreading rumors and lies about you, we always need to turn the other cheek. I know you've heard that saying before. Always turn the other cheek. Trust and wait on God and let Him fix it. He will work it out. So don't try to go down and chase a lie or chase a rumor when people are making false accusations about you, or even try to fight. And Sister Shanda is always talking to students about fighting. It doesn't solve anything. The thing we need to do is just trust in the Lord and wait on the Lord. And God will provide. God will always fix it. We can't fix it, but God can. If you get a chance, there's a good movie about waiting and trusting. It's called Just Mercy, starring Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan. Really great movie. This movie is rated PG-13, so talk to your parents to see if you can watch it with them. You will enjoy it, and it definitely relates to the story that we discussed this evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening. This is Sister Shanda. Until next time.